Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. It's still freezing, absolutely freezing in my house. But I was up in the loft where basically I keep everything, getting the Christmas tree down to put up, looks lovely. And because I'm really into my Doctor Who VHS collection, which has always been in the toy room, I've always had it on like my Billy bookcase. I don't know, I've just been getting really interested in it. Really interested. So there's a few bits and pieces I've put away in the loft, and I haven't seen them for years and years and years. And it's mainly the, you know, the metal box sets. So I took for where my videos are displayed, I've kind of taken all the videos out of the box sets. Not the cardboard ones that fit nicely, but you know, the metal ones that aren't kind of video shaped. But I kind of want to put everything together. But also another revelation I've had recently is, I mean, Chuffy Futter, and I haven't done that, I'm going to do that this week, but Chuffy Futter sent me Dalek Invasion of Earth, because it was the only video that I don't have. Well, I've got it, but I don't have the cover. I've said this before, I didn't have the cash to splash back in the day, and I found a shop in Covent Garden. They were selling the double sets as singles, because this was before the BBC had those double box sets, you know, where the two videos would go in one kind of box shell. So I remember from this shop, I think they were $5.99 each. I was able to pick up Doctor Who and the Daleks Part 1 and 2. So because I used to go up London every week, it was like a 90p travel card back in the day for me and my cousin. We'd go every single week. And then when I got, you know, the money from my paper rounds, I was able to buy a Part 2 of the Daleks. And it was the same with Dalek Invasion Earth. But then when I went to get the second part, which might have been a few weeks later, it had the Part 1 cover. So I bought the Part 2, but they only had the Part 1 cover. That's all they had. So they must have sold the other one by mistake. Who knows? So forever, I've always had Part 1 and 2 of Dalek Invasion Earth, but both with Part 1 covers. So Chuffy Futter put that right, and I'm going to do the change. I'm going to sort that out this week. But I've realised I don't have every single Doctor Who release ever on BBC Video. I realised that I think there's 2 videos I don't have, which would have been the original, I think it's the original Seeds of Death. I can't remember the other one. And these would have been pre-certificates, so they would have been from like 1983, 84. I need to do a bit more research, but I can't say I've got every single video. I think I'm short by 2 videos. But in the loft, I found this box marked Doctor Who VHS. I think my metal box sets are going to be in there, but I thought it'd be interesting just to see what other rubbish that I've stored. So, but I think these are all Doctor Who VHS. I'm assuming. So yeah, so I opened it, and straight away I can see the metal box sets, all well protected, because I do look after my stuff. So I'm going to get these out. So this would have been brand new, bought on the day of release. So this is the Revelation of the Daleks, Planet of the Daleks. So the VHS videos are on the shelf. That's what's that one? Oh, that's the Master box set. So I'll open these, because I want to keep them. I don't want to have them in the loft anymore. Bloody hell, oh, here we go. Here's a TARDIS. That's a TARDIS set. So that might be my original one, because I did buy, I think that is the original one. That's why it's all bubble wrapped away. What else have we got? No idea what that is. There we go. So I've got a few of these. I've got a few of these Dalek sets. So that's great. That's another one. I think, right, now there's 2 of them. I think I know what they are. Right, so that's it. That's everything that's in. That's everything that's in it. Well, that don't look good. If these were underneath those metal boxes, don't know. Well, those metal boxes are going to be light because... Right, so I know what these are. I know what these are. And this one's heavier. And you can hear liquid. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open these up and we'll have a proper look. So these are a surprise because I didn't know they were in that box. But it'll be good to see these, but it does still mean that my Cyberman box set is in the loft somewhere. But I've got to go back in the loft to put the boxes up there from the Christmas decorations because they've all been... I've put my decorations up, but I now need to stick the empty boxes back up there. So maybe I can have a look. But I'm gonna get this bubble wrap off and we'll have a proper look at what I've got from the loft. Right, so I've not seen this stuff for years, and there's definitely a little surprise in it for me. This is just nostalgia for me. But yeah, so this is the Doctor Who limited edition tin Colony in Space and the Time Monster. And I used to love getting these tin box sets. I just found them so, I don't know, I just got so excited. It's just something special. I used to love my videos. I used to love my VHS collection, CDs, tapes, something a bit different. It's been wrapped up in, well, you saw, in bubble wrap and also a plastic bag as well. So you can kind of see where it kind of needs a wipe down, really. I'm hoping it's not, I don't know. That's the thing in it about being in the loft. The atmospheric conditions can change. But there's no tapes in there. And there's your, oh, look at that. So that's the... I was like, oh yes, a little Cyberman leaflet, but it's not, is it? It's what you could buy back in the day. So I love the new logo because obviously the Doctor Who the movie had come out. And there's all this talk that McGann is coming back for the Christmas special is the rumour. I'd love to see Paul McGann back, and I think he'd do it. I think he'd do a good job. But don't bring Paul McGann back with Billy Piper and David Tennant. Just bring... Doctor Who's about time and time travel. Just bring McGann back to do his own series. Come on, it's a no-brainer. And then I had this other rumour. What was it? The other rumour that all the Doctors are coming back now. Oh, just please don't do it. It's, you know, the damage has been done. Let's try and move forward and do something different. Yeah. So this Master Tin set came out in November 2001. Wow, 5th of November 2001. So that's I just got back from my first trip to America. September 2001. No, September 2000 is when I went to Florida for the first time. That's amazing. And Vengeance of Varos, Doctor Who the movie. And yeah, on DVD. DVD was like a new thing. Win £250. New Year releases, Tomb of the Cybermen, Planet on DVD, Planet of the Giants on VHS, The Faceless Ones, double CD, and The Savages double CD. Exciting times, exciting times. But yeah, so I'm going to keep that out with my VHS collection because I just love it, and I love this box. I would have got this. I would have got this on the day it came out because I would have been working in Enfield, and I would have got this from W.H. Smith's in Enfield Town back in the day. But I just like having that kind of shiny silver. It's like the foil Doctor Who logo on Doctor Who the movie, and then they did it again for the Christmas release of the Green Death, because I remember my mum got me that for. I mean, I told her, she didn't think, oh, John would like that. I was with her in Wood Green. I said, where were we? I think we were in Boots. Was it Boots in Wood Green? Because Boots, I don't know if they still do it. Boots did sell DVDs, CDs, stuff like that. And she got me the the Green Death. She got me the Green Death on VHS with the lovely silver foil logo. I loved it, and I was hoping that the BBC would have kept that foil going, but they never. It was just 2 releases. But I love it. I just love the shiny Doctor Who logo. It's one of the best logos ever. So that's great to see. It's pure nostalgia. And then we've got the limited edition Planet of the Daleks and Revelation of the Daleks. Now it's the same Dalek image that I'm sure it is. That is on the well, we can check in a minute. That was on the original tin box set from 1993 for the 30th anniversary for the Chase and Remembrance of the Daleks. I'm sure it's the same, but I just love. I mean, if you follow my channel, you know that my favourite Dalek is the Imperial Daleks from Remembrance. I just love the white and gold. But then the first time we saw that was in Revelation of the Daleks, and just what they've done. I mean, it's so over the top. But it's just a beautiful box. It's a beautiful box, and again, this would have come from Enfield Town. And if you look on there, because this would have gone straight on. The 2 videos would have gone straight on, straight in the collection, and then this box set would have been protected for years and years and years. And it's got the price tag from WH Smith, which doesn't even exist anymore. Why? WH Smith's is, I know that I've read up on it. They did some kind of deal, and there's this new company, TJ Hughes, and it's a made-up name because they wanted something similar to WH Smith. So you only get WH Smiths in the airports and hospitals, stuff like that, train stations. And it's just mad because Toys R Us has come back in WH Smith's, and now WH Smith's gone from the high street forever. It's just madness. But yeah, $24.99, let your eyes be your guide. But it's such a beautiful box. There's nothing in this one, but they just look wonderful. And then I've got, oh well, we can do that comparison. So again, I bought my original 1993 box sets from WH Smith's when they first came out. But then I think maybe like a year or a couple of years later, it was in the City of London, next to Liverpool Street Station, on the corner, Liverpool Street Station, just next to the little TARDIS. You know the little police, it wasn't a police box, but the police, what do they call them? Police telephone, I don't know what they're called, but they're like mini TARDISes. Right next to it was this VHS shop, video shop, sold everything really cheap. And my dad used to go there because he was a train driver. He used to pop in there now and again, pick up train videos, bits and pieces. And he told me about these, and he picked these up for me, £10. Let your eyes be your guide. So, I think this was like 30. I can't remember. I think it was like 30 quid or 25 quid back in '93, and then the TARDIS was like 35, I think. But these were £10 each. So he picked this up for me, and there's my. Oh wow, this is brilliant. This is great. So, my videos are on display. So the actual videotapes are on display. So I've put it in there. Because my original ones from WH Smith's, because they're special and they're in proper great condition, they're kind of safe. Whereas these ones, they're in good condition, but they're not like you know, amazing condition like the ones I picked up in the day. But it's got this, which is the postcard book. I didn't know this was in it. This is the postcard book that came with the 5 Doctors Special Edition VHS. Never saw it in stores. Found it at Brick Lane Club Row Market in London. Just saw, there was a guy who sold videos. I used to pick up the odd few from him, and he had the box set, and it was like, it was new. It weren't like second hand or nothing. And oh wow! So all the postcards that used to get free, all of mine are in here. So every single, so there's the Doctor Who the movie ones that I would have got of my movie VHS back in the day from WH Smith's. Still need to get that glow in the dark one. Does it count? I was thinking about that glow in the dark one. I've only ever seen one, and on eBay. This was like, what, 6 months ago? And I thought, oh, do you know what? The cover's a little bit faded, but it had the sticker. And because the logo, well, I've heard from people that the logo doesn't glow in the dark anymore, I could have just had the cover with the, I don't know, maybe I should have bought that. But I've also got, because Chuffy Futter sent me a dodgy Doctor Who the movie VHS with, funny enough, I'm sure it's got Revelation of the Daleks inside, and I've got extra postcards. So they're going to go in here. Oh, these are beautiful. I'd forgotten how beautiful these postcards are. I'm sure these came from the video release. And then, and I even remember buying, oh look, With Now and I, that must have come from the VHS, I think. But I remember buying that Daleks postcard from, there was like a magazine shop in Soho. Well, there's quite a lot of magazine shops in Soho, and there still is. Now this was a magazine, vintage magazine. They used to sell Doctor Who magazine in there, and sci-fi stuff and everything. But I remember buying this postcard. What beautiful postcards these are! But these are different than the ones that Chuffy Futter sent me. Completely different. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why there's gaps though. I wonder why I've Hand of Fear. Well, apparently I heard that was it the Hand of Fear that was taken out of circulation, or they didn't produce as many because of Doctor Who the movie coming out. I don't know. I don't know the true story in that. So that's great to see, because I've not seen that for years. But then I had no idea this was in there. And I've done videos about this. I had no idea where they were. It's my Golden Wonder Doctor Who comics. Oh, these are great. Look at that. That is brilliant. I love Colin Baker. What a surprise. This one's still sealed. No, it's not. But it's got Frobisher, and there's some great images of the TARDIS in here. That is brilliant. That is so good to see. I still love these. I'm definitely going to have a read of these. So I don't have the TARDIS one. I did have the TARDIS one. I'm sure I had the TARDIS. Well, I obviously don't have it anymore. Right, so at least now I know what I've got and what I need. So I'm going to treat myself and buy the missing ones. But that is brilliant. I can't believe I found them. I knew I had them somewhere safe. So how many have I got? So I've got, right, so this one's sealed. So I've got number 5, the Shapeshifter, number 6, Voyager Dreams of Eternity, War Game, number 3, Once Upon a Time Lord is my favourite comic out of all of these. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm going to definitely read these. So I've got 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I need number 1 and 2. And one's got the TARDIS on the front cover. And one of them I think is from Vengeance on Varos. I can't remember. So it's number 1 and 2 that I need. So I'm gonna have a look on Evil Bay and maybe make a purchase. But they're not in bad condition at all. I'm so happy with that. So happy with that. So I've got that. That's nice. Nice little nostalgic trip down memory lane. Then here is another one of those £10 TARDIS box sets from Liverpool Street. Post, it was called a police public call post. That's it. Had a brilliant light on top. But yeah, literally, it must still be there, but right next to where that was, on the corner, just outside Liverpool Street station, was this video shop. And I got this, because you can pick, these are so easy to come by. You can pick these up on Evil Bay, but they're all battered, dented. But this is in immaculate condition, this one. And what I like about it is that it's got Colin Baker on the bottom. Also, I didn't realise, so I knew that this TARDIS tin, I knew this had the different Doctors on the bottom. Didn't realise there was different images on the bottom of the Daleks. Had no idea until recently. So this has got the is it the Dalek Emperor? Is it Evil of the Dark? I can't remember. And I was only at the I was only in Peterborough with Chuffy Farr seeing this recreation last month. Was it? I think 3rd of October, something like that. But I didn't realise that there's all different Dalek images on the bottom of these. So I have got a few of these, so I'll have to check the other ones. But I'm not going to go over the top and say I have to buy every single one of these variants to say I've got every single Doctor Who video. I think there's just those couple that I need to get from the original release, and then that's it. And if you look at this hasn't even been out of the box. This has never been out of the box. So this is a brand new TARDIS, £10. Let your eyes be a guide. And I would have got this probably like 94, 95, but that was a good price. But again, I want my VHS collection, I want it close by now. Right, so that's nearly everything. But then those two little white boxes, I wasn't sure what the first one was, and then I realised, because they're both exactly the same. So this is from the 80s. This is from Christmas, I think it's like Christmas 1987 or 88. And it's the TARDIS bubble bath. Look at that. It's the TARDIS bubble bath. And it is great. So I never knew I was getting this. So my mum, it's like a stocking filler type thing. She got me and my brother TARDIS bubble bath. And so my brother used his one up. Mine's still got bubble bath in there. So let's open it up, because it's not in bad condition. So it should still have that little piece there, a little piece of polystyrene that keeps the box kind of shut nicely. Because it's a plastic bottle, it's kind of gone in a bit, and that happens with your bottle of Coke, doesn't it? But look at that, there it is. That is my TARDIS, and because of the size of it, I used to play with it with my Star Wars figures as my toy TARDIS. Well, when I say play, I used to play on my brother's one because I wanted to keep mine one nice, but it's still got bubble bath in there. That looks a bit manky. I don't think I want a bath in that, but it still smells like bubble bath. It still smells really good. So that is 1980s bubble bath. What a great Christmas gift that is. And I've seen quite a few of these on Evil Bay for like, I think 20 quid they go for. But I think I haven't seen any in such good condition as mine. I'm well happy with that. I think it's great. And if you, I think it's great that I've actually kept the bubble bath. I think I had one little bath with it, and then I thought I'm going to save it. And it smells exactly the same. It smells how I remember it smelling back in the 80s. But like the box is great because I think it was one of the first items of Doctor Who merch that I had that had the new Doctor Who logo on. And I just think whoever made this, they've done a wonderful job. TARDIS bubble bath. Transport yourself into a new dimension by adding Doctor Who's bubble bath to your bath time fun. Add to running water and surround yourself in space bubbles. BBC 1987. So it might have been Christmas 1987. Do you know, it probably was 87. How cool is that? It's just brilliant, and that is just nostalgia overload for me. I wasn't expecting to find this or find the little Golden Wonder crisp packets, because it's all memories, and you know, even getting them, and I remember, because obviously Golden Wonder costs more money than Sainsbury's own, you know, it was a big thing to try and convince my mum to get me some Golden Wonder, you know, like a pack of 6, because they were like double the price than Sainsbury's. And because I didn't want to mess up, I remember I'd go to Sainsbury's with my mum, and then I'd kind of make a little hole where no one could see, to see what Doctor Who comic was in there. And if it was one that I had already, then I'd change it. But what could you do? I didn't want to get the same one again. But yeah, honestly, this is amazing. This has been a proper trip down memory lane. Some great, you know, great memories. Christmas, being a school kid, going shopping with my mum and dad in Sainsbury's on a Friday, and it wouldn't just be Sainsbury's in Edmonton Green. It would also be the Sainsbury's near the Angel, you know, not far from the Tottenham Hotspur football ground, to get my Golden Wonder. And of course my my postcards as well. Lovely little bonuses. Honestly, blown away by this. I didn't think all this stuff was going to be in there, but that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.